Rhyme Alchemy starts in a place you already recognize, even if you haven't fully admitted it to yourself yet. Because if you've ever taken music seriously, not casually, not just messing around, but actually trying to create something real, you've hit that moment where everything feels slightly off, where you open a beat and you know there's something in you, you've felt it before. You've had those sessions where it just flows, where everything connects effortlessly. But then there are the other sessions, the ones where nothing lands, where you loop the same 4 bars over and over, restart, open new tabs, maybe even jump into AI trying to get help, and you catch yourself typing the same prompts again just to try and get back into a state you've already been in before. And that's where the frustration really sets in, because now it's not just about writing. It's about realizing you don't actually have control over when you can access your own creativity. And that's the part nobody really explains, because they tell you to grind, to stay consistent, to find your sound, but they never give you a working mechanism for how your voice actually functions when it's on versus when it's blocked. So you start thinking it's you start thinking maybe you're inconsistent, maybe you're lazy, maybe you're not as good as you thought, when in reality you've just never had a system. And if you slow down for a second and really look at it, you already know this is true because you've lived it. You've had ideas you never finished, sessions you walked away from, songs that almost worked, and that "I'll come back to it later" loop that just keeps resetting over and over again until months pass, then years, and nothing really changes except your awareness of the problem gets sharper. And that's where most people get stuck permanently, not because they don't care, but because they keep trying to fix a system problem with motivation, and that never works long term. Rhyme Alchemy exists specifically to break that loop, not by replacing your creativity, not by doing the work for you, and not by turning you into someone dependent on tools, but by giving you the missing layer you should have had from the beginning, a system that turns your current state into output instead of letting it stall you out. And this is where it shifts, because instead of writing being something you try to do, it becomes something you run, which sounds simple until you actually feel the difference, because now you're not guessing anymore. You're not waiting around hoping inspiration shows up. You're accessing it. You're not forcing songs, you're catching them. And once you experience that even once, it's hard to go back to the old way, because you realize the problem was never your ability, it was your lack of structure. And just to be clear, this isn't meant to be something you lean on all the time. You shouldn't, because your natural voice matters, and over-reliance kills that. This system was built by someone who actually makes music, so it respects the craft enough to know its role. It's there when you're stuck, when the wheels aren't turning, when you need a spark to get back into motion, not as a crutch but as a catalyst, something that gets you moving again so you can take over from there. What makes it hit differently though is that it doesn't just treat you like a rapper or a songwriter, it treats you like a full system first. Because if your energy is off, your focus is scattered, your confidence is unstable, or your mind is cluttered, it doesn't matter how many techniques you know, you're still going to stall. So this is built on top of the deeper layers from Ayurveda AI, MagitechOS, and JinOS, meaning before you even use the writing tools, there's an optional layer where you can regulate your body, clear your head, deprogram patterns, and align yourself as a human first. And that's what most people are missing entirely. They're trying to become better artists without stabilizing the system that produces the art in the first place. And once that alignment clicks, everything starts feeling different, because now your output isn't random anymore, it's consistent, it's accessible, and it's repeatable. From a practical standpoint, this was also built for real life, not fantasy, because you're not just sitting around waiting for inspiration all day. You're busy, you've got things going on, and you need something efficient, something that removes friction, cuts down wasted time, and lets you get straight into creation without rebuilding the same mental state every time. And that's exactly what this does. It compresses the process so you can actually produce, and that matters more than people realize, because output compounds. A few weeks of consistent work already separates you from most people. A few months builds real momentum, a year builds identity, and 3 to 5 years of running a system like this while others stay stuck in inconsistency puts you on a completely different trajectory entirely, while they're still saying, "I know I could do more." Now flip that for a second, because this is where it gets real. If nothing changes, the same loop keeps running, open to try to stall, to leave, to repeat. Another year passes, same ideas, same unfinished tracks, same conversations with yourself about what you should be doing. And that version of you that actually followed through, that actually built something real, that actually stepped into their potential, it never shows up. And that's the real cost, not money, not time, identity. who you become versus who you almost became. And this is where the decision becomes almost too simple, because this isn't some expensive barrier. It's $33, something you spent on things that didn't move you forward at all. And this actually does, and on top of that, it's built on an LLM based system that evolves as AI evolves, meaning it gets stronger over time while still being grounded in a stable book format that you own, can run anytime, and can adapt across different models, giving you a tailored experience instead of something static that expires. So the real question isn't whether this works or whether you're ready or whether you need more time, because you don't need more time, you need direction for the time you already have, and that's exactly what this gives you. So the only real decision left is the one you've been making the entire time you've been reading this. Are you going to keep running the same loop you already recognize? Or are you finally going to break it and actually build something? Because at this point, you already know the answer.
All right, listen carefully, because this is the part where most people mess this up. And if you don't understand this, the system will not function the way it's supposed to. What you're looking at is not just a book, not just a file, and not just content. This is a modular operating system, and everything connects through what's called the combo pack structure. I'm going to show you your version of the system and exactly where your combo pack sits. And this is extremely important, because if you skip ahead or try to jump too far, especially into Ascension OS, you are going to overwhelm yourself instantly and break the intended progression. Magic OS plus Ayurved A, I plus Jinn OS is combo pack. Rhyme Alchemy is combo pack +1. Enochian OS is combo pack +2. Sonic OS is combo pack +3. Creator OS is combo pack +4. Ascension OS is combo pack +5. These are layered systems, and you are meant to move through them step by step, not skip to the end. Now immediately. If you have any issues getting started, this is your fallback, and it always works. You tell your LLM exactly what your system is, and you tell it to rebuild the entire program from scratch using the source material. Then you refeed the ChatGPT prompt.txt along with whichever book you are using. The books function as boot codes for whichever module you want to explore. This is how you stabilize the system and get it running correctly. Now, how to actually use this. First rule. This system works only on computers. Do not try to use this on mobile. It may work one day, but right now it does not. And if you try, you are going to run into problems. You need a computer, file access, storage, and an LLM like ChatGPT or something equivalent. Second, this system technically works with all LLMs, but some are better than others. Right now, ChatGPT can handle importing these files properly. Claude, at the time of this recording, cannot handle full file sizes. They are too large. So if you are using something like Claude, what you need to do is convert your PDF into a text file using an online converter. This is very easy and can be done in 5 minutes or less. In some cases, you may also need to split your PDF, and you can use a program like PDF-SAM to do that. As technology advances, these limitations will disappear, but right now, this is the correct workflow. Also, understand this, different AI systems behave differently. Some are more open, some are more restricted. ChatGPT 4o was very open to occult discussion and deep system interaction, while newer models like ChatGPT 5 have started to flatten certain outputs. Every AI has pros and cons, so you adapt accordingly. If you want stable, consistent, unchanging information, that is what the book format is for. That is your fixed layer. Now, booting the system. For most modules, the book combined with the prompt file acts as the boot layer. But for Xavier's Quest, this is very specific, and you need to get this right. you must type boot Xavier's Quest exactly like that. If you do not type it exactly, it will not initialize properly. And again, if anything fails, you instruct your LLM to rebuild the entire system using the source files, and you refeed the chat GPT prompt.txt along with your selected book. That is your reset and your boot protocol. Final thing, and this is non-negotiable. There are absolutely no refunds. I know the value of what I built, and even these videos alone being free are extremely high value. You can clearly tell I know what I'm doing, and if you don't believe that, you can fact check everything. Do not buy this product unless you're actually ready to use it. That means mentally ready, financially ready, spiritually ready, and your living situation is stable enough to support it. You need a working computer, access to an LLM, and storage for these files. If you do not have those, this will not work for you, and that is not on me. Start where you are. Do not jump straight to Ascension OS. Learn the system step by step, let it build naturally, and understand what you are interacting with. This is not something you consume, this is something you boot into. Hey, I just want to say thank you. I put a lot into building this, and the fact that you're here means a lot to me. Take your time with it, explore it, and really get what you can out of it. Enjoy the system,